Well, hello and salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be with you, brothers and sisters of humanity. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. One village, one human race. My name is Fathia Absie. I am a writer and a storyteller, among other things. I'm a mother of 2 girls, and I do a few other things here and there. I'm an established YouTuber. I've been doing videos and creating contents for several years now, but my content has been in Somali for the most part. So I've decided to kind of broaden my horizon, and I write in English anyway, and I do have English content, but I've decided to create a separate channel specifically for this content. So I wanted to officially introduce myself to new audience, and here is a little bit about me. I grew up in a society on the cusp of civil war. During the 1980s in Somalia, tribalism was taking hold of people's hearts and minds. And I witnessed firsthand how vulnerable humanity is to divisive rhetoric. The ideas of superiority and inferiority that were gaining traction amongst my relatives and neighbors went against everything I believed, everything I felt to be true as a little girl. When I was about 10 years old, my uncle, who was a college student at the time, came to visit for the weekend. He and I shared a love of stories, and in his bags he always carried novels and magazines, news from the outside world, which liberated me from a stifling society, promising new places and ideas. That weekend, my uncle didn't disappoint me. As I ran to greet him at the gate, he handed me a Time magazine. And for the next few hours, I pored over the pages in the back alley of our house, greedily taking in the stories and images of the people inside, men and women, black and white, people who looked like they were from China, India, the Middle East, all the far-flung corners of the world map folded in on each other inside the glossy covers. Later that evening, my uncle came to tell me dinner was ready. I held out the magazine to him. "Who are these people?" I said. He flipped through, smiling. "They are Americans. Americans, but they all look different." "That's how America is," he responded. I've heard of America before, but I didn't fully grasp how unique it was. How could people from every part of the globe belong to the same country? It was then I decided this was the country for me, a country where tribe and religion and skin color didn't seem to matter. So there I went. I began to dream and fantasize about all things America and American. I truly, truly believed that I was already an American, not even knowing that America was an idea even before I set foot in its soil. So I had a plan. At the tender age of 14, I ran away from my homeland and immigrated to the United States. This was in the late 80s, when there was a sense of romanticism about immigrants, and I was struck by how welcoming and curious Americans were. Complete strangers approached me and asked me where I was from, not in an accusing way, in a way that was generous and open-minded. The Americans I encountered saw immigration as a way of bringing the world to their doorsteps and making them better, more informed people. And for a while, I have to admit, America lived up to my expectations. I felt accepted, respected, understood. There was a way about me that people saw me as this creature from many parts of the world, a citizen of the world. I even wanted to be an actress. I felt adored. Finally, I was home. But then it happened. Tribalism found me.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
America was changing. This was really shocking. I had to do something, so I co-founded an organization called Eat with Muslims.
This morning, Food for Thought, a dinner party that's all about opening minds.
It's hosted by two women in Seattle who are trying to break down stereotypes.
They invite anyone to come to their home to eat, but also to have meaningful conversations. And if you ask some of their party guests, it seems to be working.
There are no barriers to coming through that door and just opening up your heart and opening up your mind for a conversation.
Since January 2017, the Somali American women who each came to America as children have hosted over 40 meals and say they've met more than 2,000 people.
Food has the power to kind of not only bring people together, but we get to take turns to listen to one another when we are eating.
And really get to know one another.
The meals are free and open to all.
So if you subscribe, I promise you won't be disappointed. I thank you for coming, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. Please subscribe.